You cannot find peace by avoiding life. Peace cannot be kept by force, it can only be achieved by understanding. The most valuable possession you can own is an open heart. The most powerful weapon you can be is an instrument of peace. If there must be war, let it be in my day that my child may have peace. Peace is not the absence of conflict, but the ability to manage it. It isn't enough to talk about peace. One must believe in it. And it isn't enough to believe in it. One must work at it. We cannot change the world, but we can change ourselves and how we react to the world. This can create ripples of peace that spread outward. An eye for an eye only ends up making the whole world blind. There is no way to peace, peace is the way. Let us not be satisfied with just giving money. Money is not enough, money can be got, but they need your hearts to love them. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. Peace is not something you wish for, it is something you make, something you do, something you are, and something you give away. The best weapon of a dictatorship is secrecy, but the best weapon of a democracy should be the weapon of openness. The world has changed and it's going to keep changing, but it's possible to work toward a world where we all respect and care for each other. We can't help everyone, but everyone can help someone. Forgiveness is the fragrance that the violet sheds on the heel that has crushed it. Peace and justice are two sides of the same coin. War does not determine who is right, only who is left. Non-violence is a powerful and just weapon, which cuts without wounding and ennobles the man who wields it. It is a sword that heals. World peace is not something that can be achieved by an individual, but by the collective actions of many. We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. The opposite of love is not hate, it's indifference. Peace is not a relationship of nations. It is a condition of mind brought about by a serenity of soul. Peace is not merely the absence of war. It is also a state of harmony. The greatest and most important problems of life are all fundamentally insoluble. They can never be solved but only outgrown. We must be the change we wish to see in the world. Listen with curiosity. Speak with honesty. Act with integrity. When you find peace within yourself, you become the kind of person who can live at peace with others. It does not require a majority to prevail, but rather an irate, tireless minority keen to set brush fires in people's minds. In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. Peace is not a destination, it's a journey. Unknown, the only way to do great work is to love what you do. It is not enough to win a war, it is more important to organize the peace. If you want to make peace with your enemy, you have to work with your enemy. Then he becomes your partner. We are not enemies, but friends. We must not be enemies. Though passion may have strained, it must not break our bonds of affection. Peace begins with a smile. The first step toward change is awareness. The second step is acceptance. When the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace. I offer you peace. I offer you love. I offer you friendship. I see your beauty. I hear your need. I feel your feelings. The only real prison is fear, and the only real freedom is freedom from fear. A house divided against itself cannot stand. If we are to reach real peace in the world, we shall have to begin with the children. Let your heart be like a lake, with a calm, still surface, and great depths of kindness. Peace is not the absence of conflict, but the ability to handle conflict by peaceful means. If you want peace, you don't talk to your friends. You talk to your enemies. I have decided to stick with love. Hate is too great a burden to bear. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. The most important thing in communication is hearing what isn't said. The best way to predict the future is to create it. The most beautiful thing we can experience is the mysterious. It is the source of all true art and all science. The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. Do your little bit of good where you are. It's those little bits of good put together that overwhelm the world. Let us not seek the Republican answer or the Democratic answer, but the right answer. Let us not seek to fix the blame for the past. Let us accept our own responsibility for the future. The only way to have friends is to be one. There is no beauty without some strangeness. We don't see things as they are, we see them as we are. The world is a dangerous place, not because of those who do evil, but because of those who look on and do nothing. Believe you can and you are halfway there. Success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts. We are not human beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it.